Hi guys, you just watched me prep and plant the sky pencil holly hedge and it is done. It is the next day. This project took me a little bit longer than expected because I did have to prep the entire area before I actually was able to dig and get the plants in the ground. But I wanted to walk over and show you the final product and explain everything that I did so you can get a better understanding of just what was involved in this project. Let's go. The contractors had cut out a flower bed for me to plant, and it starts from the edge of this pillar right here all the way down to the end of the retaining wall. It is about 16 inches from the inside of the retaining wall to where the edging is right there. And it was at a little bit of a grade towards the lawn. So what I did was I came in with a bunch of topsoil and laid it all out, leveled it up, made it nice and even. And then I came in with that rubber vinyl edging, and I wanted to put that in here to help me keep the lawn from growing into the bed because I'm going to reseed all this. The contractors brought me some more of the same grass seed that they used. So I will be reseeding this, and then the grass will kind of just stop right around here. And that was the reason for the edging. So eventually you won't see this black strip right here. And I used those plastic spikes that come with the vinyl edging kit, and I fastened them every 3 holes. I put a spike in because I wanted to make sure that this thing stayed put. And here is where the lawn slopes down at the end of the retaining wall. And I ran the edging all the way down and around and back up a little bit, and then filled it in with a little bit of a little more topsoil to kind of help regrade that area a bit. Once the area was prepped and ready to plant, I wanted to make sure that each plant was exactly the same distance apart. So I measured from the white pillar here all the way down to the edge of the retaining wall, and I believe it was 31 feet, give or take a couple inches. So I laid out the plants and measured them. I decided I was going to put them 18 inches apart from each other because when they grow to their like 5 or 6 foot height, they should eventually widen out to about 1.5 feet wide, and they'll touch each other a few inches in the middle and create a nice privacy screen, which is exactly what I wanted. So starting from this little plant right here, it is exactly 9 inches from the white pillar, and every plant after that is exactly 18 inches apart from each other from the center of the trunk to the center of the trunk. And I also came in with my ruler and measured the center position of each plant because this is 16 inches from the retaining wall to where the rubber edging is right here. And I wanted to make sure everything was dead center. So each plant is 8 inches from either side of the retaining wall or the rubber edging. And with those measurements and my trusty little ruler, I think we have a nice, evenly spaced hedge. And if you look at it dead center, it looks very straight. Then using my little mini hand shovel, I manually dug out each hole. Normally on a project this size, I would use my auger, but because the soil is not too compacted, and I also didn't want to get too close to any of those dead man posts with the auger and scrape them, I decided that I could just manually do it myself, and it really didn't take that long. Next, I added in some Biotone starter fertilizer to kind of help strengthen up those roots and get them really, really established before winter gets here. Then, using the native soil mixed in with some fresh topsoil, I backfilled the plants, making sure that there were no air pockets in there. And when I was done planting, I came back around and gave them each a nice, good, deep watering. Then I came in with some pine bark mulch and put a nice inch and a half layer all around them. I also went into the backyard, and right along the fence line here, I did go in with some more pine bark mulch to kind of help keep some of this clay soil in place a bit. And right at the fence post, I ran out of pine bark mulch, and we had a little bit of hardwood mulch left over from when the other contractors came and tried to regrade that front flower bed that I showed you. So I just threw a little bit more on there, and I ran out right at the edge of the retaining wall. I also prepped this flower bed for planting the exact way that I did the sky pencil holly hedge. And that was basically, I came in with my half moon edger and cut a line all the way around, right to about a foot from the brick wall, put in some 2.5-inch rubber edging, regraded the soil a little bit with some more topsoil, and then added a whole bunch of mulch and watered it all in to kind of set it. And I'm hoping that this will keep the soil from eroding or running down and right across the lawn and into the retaining wall and until I'm ready to plant it, which actually you can see I am ready to plant it. And as I said, this project took me a little bit longer than expected, but that's because I kind of took my time with everything. I wanted to make sure the ground was level and ready to be planted. I wanted to put some rubber edging in there to keep the grass from creeping into the bed. And I measured out the spacing of the plants. So from any angle that you look at it, the plants are evenly spaced and they're not too close to each other or too far away from each other. And you know, with this project being right in the front yard, I wanted to be very meticulous with how I placed the plants and how everything appeared, because a lot of people will see it and it's right in the front. So it has to look good. Let me give you some stats on the sky pencil holly. They grow anywhere from 6 to 10 feet tall, 1 to 3 feet wide. They like neutral to acidic soil. They can handle clay soil. They just need good drainage. They're hardy in zones 6 through 9, and they do benefit well from spring fertilizer. I will come in here next spring and give them a good dose of plant tone. They handle trimming well. If you want to keep them short, you can just cut the tops off to any height that you want. And they are just a very low maintenance, easy, narrow plant to grow. And guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun at planting this up. And like I said, I'm so excited that things are starting to get in the ground and I can start clearing out that back porch, because I've got way too many plants in containers that really need to get in the ground. And I'm gonna have so much fun doing it. And you're gonna come along with me. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.